Donna Blanchard, and this is your ThinkTech Daily News for Monday, June 15th, 2015. The U.S. and Libyan governments both reported yesterday that U.S. airstrikes in Libya killed a number of terrorists. The Libyan government also stated that the strikes killed the terrorist leader, Mokhtar Belmokhtar, while the U.S. statement is that Mr. Belmokhtar was the target, but there is not yet any forensic proof that the strike was successful. F-15E fighter jets dropped multiple bombs in an effort to kill the man responsible for the 2013 seizure of an Algerian gas plant that killed 38 foreign hostages. Colonel Stephen Warren, Defense Department spokesman, said Mr. Belmokhtar has a long history of leading terrorist activities and maintains his personal allegiance to al-Qaeda. The United States government continues to assess the results of the operation and will provide more details as appropriate. Israel's foreign ministry issued a paper yesterday stating and arguing that its troops adhered to international law in the conflict with Palestinian militants in the Gaza Strip last year. The United Nations report on the conflict is forthcoming, but Israel refused to cooperate with the UN Human Rights Council's inquiry, denouncing it as biased. Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said, "Anyone who wants to continue with an automatic indictment against Israel, which is baseless, can waste his time reading the UN Commission report." That report is expected to be released any day now. Today in Chad, suicide bombers detonated at police headquarters in the heart of the capital, N'Djamena. 23 people were killed in addition to the 4 attackers, and more than 100 were wounded. No claim of responsibility has been made, but the statement from Chadian President Idris Déby's office directly blames Boko Haram. The method of the bombers was in line with Boko Haram, and Chad's army has been fighting with them since January. They recently recaptured towns inside Nigeria from Boko Haram. Boko Haram's leader has mocked the Chadians and threatened bloody retribution, but before today, its counterattacks were confined to civilian targets well away from the capital. In Mexico, without making same-sex marriage legal by law, the Supreme Court has ruled time after time that state laws restricting marriage to heterosexuals are discriminatory, effectively legalizing gay marriage. Mexico joins the list of Latin American nations. Argentina, Uruguay, and Brazil already allow same-sex marriage. Chile plans to recognize same-sex civil unions this year, and Ecuador approved civil unions in April. In Russia, in the town of Tbilisi, Georgia, massive floods have turned a stream that runs through downtown into a raging river that burst its banks and damaged much of the area, including the local zoo. Many animals were killed and others escaped in the melee. Local residents are dealing with mud and debris and lions and tigers and bears and hippopotamus, wolves, penguins, and hyenas. Zoo workers are trying to take a full census, but parts of the zoo are still underwater. Helicopters are searching for the animals, and all residents are on full alert for them. The head of the Georgian Orthodox Church told worshipers that the broad assault against the church by the country's former communist rulers lay at the root of the disaster. Patriarch Ilya II said, "When communists came to us in this country, they ordered that all crosses and bells of the churches be melted and money used to build the zoo. Therefore, the zoo should not have been built here. Sin will not go without punishment." And on that note, hui ho, everyone. Donna Blanchard, ThinkTech Daily News.